Okay. Okay, hello everyone. Um, Welcome. I think we are live. It's been a couple days, I guess. Yeah, all right. So yeah, hope you've been all right. And I guess I am back on my OpenGL bullshit. And today, like this little comment, which says unsupported for now or forever. Well, you know, I guess it has to be implemented now. Because apparently Linux users like their potato setups, and those potato setups all have GLX. So it seems like I need to cave and implement this particular OpenGL extension, because otherwise my program might not work on a lot of people's computers. Yeah, and on top of that, I kind of forgot how this whole thing works. This like from scratch OpenGL bindings generator. So I really need to, just remember how did they do it and how to add, another, how to add support for more things. How big? So this thing is like 1600 lines of code. Which, and also it has some, yeah, so it has like loader code, which I can actually make slightly more fancy by making it like code like this. So it has like syntax highlighting and stuff. Hey Phoenix, hello. And same here. Epic syntax highlighting, by the way. So this is where we can start. It uses JXML. Also, bunch of this crap, yeah, GL get display. I think this is outdated. I'm pretty sure when I copied this GL code to Hitboxer, I rewrote all of this crap. Oh, Mac OS hack, insane. Why does it? Interesting. Yep. API from string. Yeah, so we need to support EGL or GLX here. Some bindings generator shenanigans. Oh my god. The fuck is this? Yeah, I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna have issues with that. It also, oh shit, it also probably uses very like outdated like not string builder but string template printing because it uses this. Loader code. Actually, maybe we're fine because we don't really print anything into it. Just print it verbatim. So yeah, I guess we're fine. Oof. And then all of that. Let's open the spec itself. XML, protocols GL, GL XML, and EGL XML. So I guess I will need to have GLX XML here as well. Does it have address where I got it from, by the way? Hey Alex, hello. Yeah, we're doing some bullshit today. I have OpenGL bindings like written from scratch. So just like from XML spec, we parse OpenGL XML and then generate GI-friendly OpenGL bindings directly from it. So it's kind of like GLAD or some shit. And yeah. Does Vulkan have the same thing? Well, Jai does ship with Vulkan bindings, but I don't know how they are generated. I suspect they're just generated from Vulkan.h, not from XML directly, if I were to guess. So where did I get this XML? Does it have like an address so I can get them back? GL. So these are generated, right? Yeah, these are generated. This is, oh, this is, so yeah, this is module that gets printed here. Oh, supported extensions, load extensions. Mm. Yeah, so this is module, right? So scope file, basic hash table. Yeah, yeah, look at this. This is all, yeah, this generates the module file. There you go. So module, brrr, all of that. I see. Should have left a readme with notes on the source. Yeah, I mean, I kind of have vague idea where I got this XML from. It was probably from Chronos OpenGL register or some shit. But yeah, this whole thing was super like, it's like a fever dream. Yeah, yeah, there you go. There it is. This file, GLXML, is the OpenGL, blah, 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 canonical version together with documentation. Yeah, there you go. There it is. So let me grab it again. Like maybe something got updated, you know, sometimes they update those. This one is called gl.xml. So gl.xml. When was it last updated? 2 weeks ago. Look at this. Add desktop OpenGL support for GL, ext, fragment, shading, rate. Let's see what they changed actually. XML. So some enums. Yeah, look at this. So they actually do update this XML once in a while, right? So OpenGL, I'm surprised. I thought, for some reason, I thought that for some reason I thought that OpenGL is kind of dead and no work is really done on it. I guess I'm wrong. And I need this one. I need GLX. But where is EGL? Do you have EGL.xml? Or is EGL.xml in its own repo? Because EGL actually is like a separate spec, so it might be in a separate repo. Yeah, EGL. No, do we have it here? EGL. Yeah, you see EGL registry, it's its own thing. And so naturally it has its own XML. Where is it? Legal. No, 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 no. We don't want anything legal. We want something illegal. EGL XML. Is it here? Yeah, it's in API. Also 6 months ago. Well, this I guess is slightly older. Yeah, it was like 8 months ago. About 8 months ago. Yes, here it's just 9 months ago. So this one also can be updated. Well, I guess let's just grab them one by one and drag here and see if this whole thing even builds. And if it builds, let's see how hard it is, how hard it would be to add GLX support and to add a loader for GLX and to see if it can work with Hitboxer. I'm probably not gonna be able to do everything today, but maybe at least we could still have our bindings built and stuff like that. Is using OpenGL still legal? Well, I guess it is. Like, to be honest, you probably really don't want to use OpenGL for games in 2025, right? Maybe it's okay to use it for desktop apps because it's pretty simple, right? I mean, for desktop apps, you don't use anything like super advanced, like 3D stuff and whatnot. Um, but like to be honest, I think even for 2D stuff, like especially desktop apps, you probably still want to use like Vulkan and what's the iOS thing called, like Metal, right? Hey, Lucas. I mean, doing it in OpenGL, just to get it going, it's fine. But I don't think you want to ship it with OpenGL, right? You probably want to ship it with like DirectX 11, and then just do the Steam Deck magic thing that automatically converts it to Vulkan calls. If for nothing else but for async texture loading instead of waiting on image loading on startup. Yeah. So OpenGL is probably fine to have as a easy to start thing. Like I don't think OpenGL is gonna go anywhere. It's going anywhere, but it's definitely not like the way forward. I would even go as far. So I don't know OpenGL. I know how to uh, I know how to generate OpenGL bindings from a driver, right? I know how to make OpenGL work on a target platform, but I don't know OpenGL API, so I can't build like a graphics application or a game with OpenGL, right? So I know OpenGL on an infrastructural level, if it makes sense, right? So I know it on a on a like technicalities based, but I don't know the API itself. And as far as I know, a lot of, I think pretty much all like smart people that I know, they kind of say that there's not much sense in learning OpenGL anymore. Boom. So yeah, let's update that. Yeah, exactly. So it's because it used to be really simple, right? You pay a lot of performance penalty, but you get very, very easy to use API. But then it gets kind of more complicated with shaders. I guess it's OpenGL v3, right? That when did it get introduced? Around 2006 or so. So it got super complicated. And at this point, it has this really weird kind of spot where it's hard to do, but at the same time, it doesn't give you a lot of control. Yeah, I know you can still do it. I know you can still do it. And on Windows, you don't even need to request it anymore. You just get zero point 0.1 context by default on Windows. On Linux, yeah, you probably need to explicitly request it. GL.xml. Oh my god. Look at this, it's huge. GL.xml. Boom. 47,000 lines of code. Still 47. So it's not it wasn't a big update. And also let's download GLX. By the way, my voice might sound even weirder than it is because my nose still isn't like fully breathing. I'm feeling fine. I actually so I thought I'm gonna be cooked because my entire family gets sick, but I actually wasn't. I feel just fine. It's the only thing that was bothering me was my nose. It's like super stuffy and stuff, and all that. But there was like no temperature or no, migraine, nothing like that. Just some nose maintenance, which is very annoying, but it's whatever. Okay. Actually, let me maybe open my window, right? So I have an intake of cold air. Well, the air is not really that cold because I live in fucking Serbia. But yes. Yeah, so that's it. I think this is all we need. So yeah, let's close this. Let's see what changed. So this is just me deleting a bunch of white spaces. So EGL added one enum for Qualcomm, reserved for Ashish Mature Qualcomm extensions. They still have this thing where, like, oh, this is for Bill. And then, like, Bill went out of business, so this whole address space is now up for taking. Reserved for future use. Huh. They bumped the start that is reserved for future use. So you see, it's like super minuscule change. Also, this GL, what happened? They have added a new value. They call this extension. Same here. So the mesh shader bit, it used to be NVIDIA only, and now got promoted to Ext. So I guess this thing got promoted. Maybe if there's ever like OpenGL 4.7, this will also lose its Ext syntax, Ext postfix, yeah. Suffix, yeah. I'm smart. Also, what do we have here? Deleted vertex buffer object usage group from these. So I guess it's like a group cleanup. So all of these got this group deleted. VBO added this new const, tiling mesa, and added a bunch of flags for mesh texture. So there's mesh shader and there is mesh texture. All of with ext. Yeah, so this thing got promoted from NVIDIA to like a general extension. So I guess maybe more vendors implemented it. Maybe Qualcomm, maybe somebody else. I wonder what's historical context of that. This also got promoted. You see, it was NVIDIA only, now it's general extension. This is some. So this is not new. Yeah, this is also one. Yes, same. So I guess a bunch of stuff became a general extensions that was previously NVIDIA namespace only. What's that? So Mesa. So I see. So this thing got like into Mesa namespace. Mesh shader. Well, pretty cool. Draw mesh shader task ext. Yeah. Ooh. And these are the protocols. Did they bump? Well, I guess they didn't bump OpenGL version because it's now just an extension. You can just load it separately, I guess. Well, okay. I guess I can just straight up commit those. GLX, EGL, blah blah blah. Update bindings and XML files. Boom. I think I need to extract OpenGL bindings generator from Giant Linux repo, because yes, now it only generates bindings for Linux technically, but it also does Android and Mac OS now. It doesn't do Mac OS, it does EGL, which is Android and Linux. But technically, nothing really prevents me from generating WGL bindings, and I actually will do it. So Windows is covered as well. Right, so what now? Now let's check main. How does it work? So we straight upload files. Let me just add JLX2. What next? GL, EGL. So let's also read raw GLX XML string, read entire file. JLX. Oh, we need headers. Yes, we need headers because this is how bindings generator works. Yeah, so this probably needs to be configurable, I guess. EGL, let's do the same for JLX. Where are raw user include? Is it in X11? Because so JLX, it's OpenGL for Xlib specifically, or maybe for X11. I don't exactly know how it kind of translates, but yeah, JLX is X11 exclusive OpenGL like protocol here, maybe no. Uh, so yeah, GL. Okay, JLX. Here's JLX.h. Let's take a look at it. So what do we have here? Yeah, so you see it's straight up requires xlib. It's pretty much like xlib specific. Use what's next? A bunch of defines. Does it have procedures? Yeah, there you go. There you have it. Yeah. And a bunch of crap. It also has JLX ext. I think it should legacy. So this will not be included by default. Maybe I will have to do it manually. I like how it's like, it doesn't even know what it has to do. Should it go here or another header? Yes, so this is the header that we need. Let's get it. Parse raw OpenGL, parse raw OpenGL EGL. And I guess we'll do the same thing for parse raw GLX, LX. Preprocess. Look at this straightforward API. I don't even need to look inside to know what I need to call, at least on the top level, right? You can only do this when you don't have a lot of levels of indirection. So this is generator options. So this is kind of a user-facing thing that you can call, right? You can say what APIs you want to generate, what profile, what extensions, and output directory. And GL API is, these ones. Yo, Leonte, hello. We are back to this bullshit because of people for whom EGL didn't work on the previous stream with Hitboxer. So I guess if I want to be potato ready, I need to handle GLX, unfortunately. Hopefully I can just generate it once and like forget about it. So unlike EGL and GL Core, I'm pretty sure GLX is totally dead spec. Let me actually go back to Chronos registry and double check. So glx.xml. When it was updated the last time? Fuck! 3 months ago. Oh, it's copyright. It's just copyright dates. 2020. So 2025. Okay. So... Right. What was before that? One parent commit. Add missing no. I need just this file. Where do I... There was view file somewhere. GLX. View file. Copyright history. And the previous one was update GLX to include XID types. Yeah, but this is a retroactive change. So this is not the spec change. And before that, 2020. Yeah, so it's pretty safe to say that. Yeah, it's pretty safe to say that GLX is totally fucking dead. Which is a good thing, by the way. It should stay dead. If there is any like OpenGL with X11 story that needs to be improved, I think it should happen in EGL. GLX should be exclusively for like for potato appreciators or something. I don't know, like Necro, like Necrolux laptop users and stuff like that. Here, process, and let's, I know, put something like that. GLX version 1, I think 4, is it? Yeah, it is 4. 1.4, the last one. And extensions. Are there any GLX ext? This is modest abuse of the enum tag mechanism, maybe a string. Nice. A string define. Oh. Uh-huh. Query extension string. Well, yeah, GLX ext buffer h. What the fuck is this? It has enum back buffer h ext. Context priority. Create context ES profile. Create context ES2 profile. So this is for glass. fbear config packed flow. Right, so there are some extensions. I wonder if any of them are actually needed. This shit, is it even needed? Visual info. I mean, maybe it's needed actually. Some NVIDIA. Ooh, yeah, there's a bunch of extensions. Holy shit. Let's actually inspect the GL module, and it has like a lot of. Is it here? No, this is a loader module. Yeah, this is the loader module. Glad core GLX. What does it have? So it has swap control tier, swap interval. So only these ones? Yeah. So it has only these. Actually, let's do GLX globally inject because something might be not here, something might be in simp. Yeah, look at this GLX create window. Where's GLX create window? It's in X11 module. So look at this. It's not in OpenGL, it's in GLX directly. So this is all probably you need to have. I don't think these are extensions. These look like. Yeah, this looks like something in a core protocol. Yep. Glad core. There's also glad all. There's also GLX get proc address. So there's something here. Yeah, this is some loader. We'll probably yoink this into our own. What was the glad all? Yeah, there you go. So glad all, it has GLX. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't have anything GLX here. This has EGL here. Bunch of, yeah, two EGL thing, two EGL. It's client. Oh, no, it's GL, EGL. But it's also commented out. Right, so I guess we YOLO it without extensions. And then see if it can just work. We should probably have, so this repo it has XCB EGL example, right? Generated EGL.chi examples. Yeah, there. The fuck is this? Where's XCB EGL? Why is there only C? Ah, it's called XCB OpenGL. All right. So this is XCB plus EGL. I need probably something like this for XCB plus JLX. How big was it? 400 lines of code. But a lot of this is just a regular OpenGL code without like platform dependent or stuff. So probably it should probably be pretty easily like adopted. And it uses this module that, yeah, for loader proc to load the stuff. Well, it's okay, we're gonna revise all of that. Anyway, what's next? So we add API here. We don't add anything to extensions. And then we call generate. Before I just blindly execute it, I want to check table usage. So table find. Oh, to do groups. Yeah, so I don't handle groups at all. Well, yeah, so I need to swap this around because it got changed in Jai. Yeah, feature found. Actually, we can do this. Look at this. Did you catch it? Look at this. This is built-in Emacs feature that's called transpose words. Look at this. I'll just swap ext and found around comma. Insane, right? Here, transpose words. Interchange words around point, leaving point at the end of them. Well, point is, in Emacs terms, point is the cursor. Very cool, right? Anyway, it's kind of a niche feature, but it's very useful for stuff like that. When you to change, when you to replace two words, like swap, not replace, swap. What else? Load extensions. Will this work, I wonder? Yeah, it will, because underscore is a word symbol in Jai mode. Yep. Based Emacs. Yeah. With shit like that, I'll probably never be able to replace Emacs. Table find or add. Wait. There is no table find or add anymore. Yeah, it's pretty useful for swapping around procedural arguments. This is true. Well, only I guess when you call procedures, right? Not when you define procedures, because they also have like type definitions and stuff. And also, you see, so it has like pe.name, right? And then if I try to swap these words, you see what happens? So first, it kept this kind of pointer here, and then it attached enum values to the dot. So it just kind of broke it. So it didn't change with this. So a proper like swap arguments would just literally swap everything around comma. Even for example, if this was a procedure call with ABC, you know what I mean? It would be smart enough to know that this is an entire argument and this is an argument and like swap them. So kind of regular transpose words is kind of limited in this case. There's like transpose sexp. Yeah, subber, this one. You can transpose entire objects. You can define, so you can kind of define your own transpose operations where you can, I guess, generically define transpose on some like entities, but some built-ins have like this transpose as expressions. And so this one, yeah, you see what it did. So control meta t. Yeah, so I mean, in this case, it did the same thing. So because as expressions, they are not defined in Jai mode properly, right? So if Jai mode was like fully integrated into Emacs, it probably knew that, okay, this is an entire expression, that name, and this is an expression, and then it would able to swap them, right? Yeah. So yeah, for example, here you can see that, oh, it knew that this is an expression because it's surrounded in parentheses. So I guess it infers them from Lisp mode or something. And here it thinks that M is an expression. So if I try to, for example, swap these two around plus sign, you see what it does? It took M and it injected it into the parentheses, which could like make sense if you write Lisp. Like Lisp has this kind of slurp and barf operations, but in Jai mode, it's not like very useful. So yeah. But there are modes that like implemented and integrated into this machinery where it works better. But yeah, it's kind of designed for Lisp-like languages, and trying to fit like C-like languages into this same paradigm is kind of meh. That's why, for example, in Python mode, you can have like where this that's why you see you have Python indent region instead of using generic indent region. So for example, like Python mode in Emacs, it kind of just re-implements all of that with Python prefix instead of expanding the existing functionality. You know what I mean? So you see, like navigate forward, navigate. So you could just use forward sexp and implement that, but they decided to kind of do it from scratch. One thing I don't understand is the choice of doing cast type var and not var as type. Syntactically, the second one is better and easier. Well, not only you. This is an old code. This is a code that's almost a year old, and these days we have different ways of casting. For example, this. So cast procedures to U8 pointer. Now you would write it like this. Like this is how would you do it. Like cast this to U8 pointer. This is new syntax. Right. And then this entire thing you would cast to bool pointer like this. Yeah. Hey, next programming, hello. So this is how it works now. So you don't even need cast keyword. And this is the same as, as kind of looks the same, right? Just uses parentheses. And it's kind of cool because now you can do like that foo bar in case you kind of cast to pointer to another struct. Because if it was as, it would be like as like foo, and then you need to do like this, and only then you could use dot and stuff. Let me kind of reword it again. But this syntax still works. So now Jai has 3 different ways to cast things. There is also another way, which is like whatever. And eventually 2 of these will get removed and only one will stay. I'm kind of rooting for postfix as well, but we'll see how it goes. I think at this point, more people are in favor of postfix cast. And you could also notice that I have modified Jai mode for Emacs to highlight casting parentheses slightly differently, right? So for example, when you call function, it looks like this, but if you cast something, you see, it highlights these in orange, so like a keyword. So it's kind of like cast keyword. And whatever you type inside will be highlighted as a type, right? So here, the same kind of type. Like bool, U8. So you can easily kind of distinguish cast from a procedure call. Because cast is always that opening parenthesis. Yeah. Which was actually a fucking pain in the ass to implement in Emacs Lisp, so please clap. Like legitimate, maintaining an Emacs package was not on my bingo for the last couple years, but I guess this is the world that we live in. Blah 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 blah. So I guess that's it, right? I updated hash table syntax, and now maybe let's see if it works. Let's compile it. Oh, fuck me. Different number of return values. Oh, shit. So this changed as well. XML walk tab first. When passing argument callback. Oh, I downloaded new Jai XML version, but I never recompiled it with the new code. Or wait, callback syntaxes got changed. Argument callback, the type wanted was this. Void argument given. Oh shit. Where's the callback? What was the void? User data. Yeah, I see. Look at this to do. Submit a patch to JXML that does this CData collection and that accepts user data to the callback and returns something that indicates a walk iterator that it's blah, 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 blah. And I did not submit the patch. I will admit that. But I definitely bothered Smari, the author of JXML, enough to add this feature. Yeah. What else? Bro, but didn't I literally... Wait, am I stupid? The type wanted was void pointer, but the type given was. But I did the void pointer. wanted was XML node void, but the type given was... Oh, wait, what? But it doesn't return anything. What the fuck? What? Declaration of callback. Yeah? Ah, fucking shit. It needs a return argument. Continue, break, only children, only siblings. Oh, so I need to rewrite it like completely because I don't remember. So I need to read my code and understand what the fuck did they need to do. What did I want to do here? Well, uh, types down return. What did I even do here? Types done. True, false. So yeah, this is like kind of anti-infinite recursion. So if types down return, otherwise blah 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 kinds enums types down return true. Otherwise would do this, would print to builder. Massive hack for XML eating white space at the beginning of C data. I need to report this. Did I? Let's open JXML and see what changed. Because I definitely remember bothering Smari for a bunch of bullshit related to XML. And I don't actually know what got fixed and what didn't. So the last commit to JXML was 2 months ago, so it's definitely updated since last time I used it. I've used it. Let's look at issues, because I also not everything got reported through GitHub. Some, yeah, user data and stop condition for... So he implemented this. Yeah, he implemented this. I thanked him, but I never actually implemented. I never actually used it in my own code. I just look at the API and yeah, man, it looks good. I mean, but it does look good. It does look like exactly what I wanted. For expansion goes into infinite loop if used to continue. Yeah, this one I remember. And what else doesn't work on macOS? And other stuff, I guess I just told him in the Discord. Let's check the commit. So module parameters, what does it do? It's just... Oh, cmd. Insane type on readme. What's that? Settings. Ah. I see. So this is just speed optimization to cmd string search to update readme. Various improvements related to what? User data callback. Let's take a look. So the callback stuff. Yeah. Insane library with tests. In this economy? Anything else apart from that? Fast outs. This is so fast. And February, yeah, this is that one I was used. So I guess I can download new version. What do I need? What do I need to download? Hey Max, I was waiting for you yesterday, but I remembered in previous stream you said you aren't feeling well. Looks like flu. Yeah, actually, I didn't get sick. My nose got stuffed, and it still is, but I didn't actually get sick. My family did though, so I took a break from streaming too, because a couple nights were kind of rough with kids being sick. So yeah, I was taking like a night shift and stuff, and streaming would take too big of a toll on me. So yeah, I took an opportunity to sleep. What files did we need? Modules, JXML. So this is like an entire directory. Well, Nemo dot. I am sorry for how do you call it? Flashbang. I guess I'll just download archive here, extract everything, and it'll be great. There's no like releases here, so I'll just download it as a zip file. I don't do actually, maybe I have it as a Git submodule. Let me check. No, I don't have it as a Git submodule, which I guess is fine. I'm actually not a big fan of Git submodules. Not gonna lie. Or am I? There is that. It's because, yeah, so probably I am. Am I? It's not a Git submodule. Yes, I just like, you see what I did? I just literally cloned it into this directory, not as a submodule, but just like that. Yeah. Uh, but did I actually commit it into my repo, into Jai on Linux? Let me check. Modules. I did. I did commit it as a submodule. Fuck. I did. Why did I do it? I fucking hate submodules, man. Well, whatever, man. Let's, I guess. Let's do this update. Chai XML. Fucking hate submodules, man. Should I write package manager for Chai? Will it get me banned from secret beta? People, should we call it JPM? JUV. Yeah, exactly. Actually, recently, UV. So for people who don't know, I don't know how many like Python programmers watch me. UV is a new like Rust-based package manager for Python, which is like actually good. Finally, Python in 2025, Python finally has a package manager that doesn't fucking suck. Um, um, and they were looking for like a Rust programmer, and I thought maybe I need to like slide them my resume. They didn't need like a strong Rust programmer. They just need someone who who like done the Python for a while, and I guess like knows some maybe C Python internals, which I kind of feed into, but I decided at the end not to. I probably don't really want to. I don't really want to work with Python anymore. Let's be honest. And on Python ecosystem as well. I'm in a really kind of weird mood in terms of Python because kind of like Python is something I did a lot. I won't be like surprised if in like 10 years of my like web enterprise career I definitely wrote more than 100k lines of Python. But I wonder how many lines I wrote. Hard to tell. So 100k lines would mean 10k lines like a year, which is kind of weak, right? So it's probably much more. Won't be surprised if my like Python churn lines churn is more than like 500,000 lines. Maybe 1,000,000 lines if we like count more both like added and deleted. But at the same time, I don't really want to write Python anymore professionally, if I can help it at least. But another argument is that 20 bucks is 20 bucks. So it's really hard. Life is hard. People want to pay me money, but I don't want them to. I got good at something that I don't like. Please help. Yeah, let's see what we actually do here. So we parse the registry, right? And if registry item name is types, I need to depth first walk the type, the callback, and then I kind of build the types builder when types are done. And what are types? Let me open the XML. Bro, why is it? Why it tries to find them in epic fail? What in the fuck is this? GL. So types. Yeah, there you go. So these are types. Callback. So this is the registry item. So this is the registry. So we have either types or enums or comments or feature or extension, and that's it. Else we just like comments, like this shit, all of that gets skipped. So this is like an outer loop of parsing an OpenGL spec. How do we parse types? We do depth first, so it's like we get type, and then we get the inner part of type. I think actually, if I recall correctly, all of this shit I literally skipped. Oh, you know what? I actually might have just skipped all of that. Because I remember it involved kind of manually parsing C here. Huh. How hard? I mean, doing something simple is definitely not hard, right? You need to accept like a path to download some files. and then you download some files and put them into a modules directory, right? This is the basic capabilities. Just automating downloading dependencies. Automating dependency hell, just kind of stuff that Ginger Bill constantly argues against. I actually kind of agree with him that automating dependency hell is a bad idea. At the same time, it's so fucking convenient, right? I mean, come on, man. Like, don't you want to just like fucking npm install XML parser and you just have XML parser? uh, yeah, so let's go the callback. If types don't return, if kinds or enums also don't return. Yeah, otherwise we do this bullshit. So PC data, URL encode 101, boys. Value replace LT with this. Where's LT? Do you have LT here? Ah, yeah, look at this. LT and GT. There you go, these ones. If not previous sibling, name equals name. So name, this one. Massive hack for JXML eating white space at the beginning of seed data. Print to builder. Oh. Where were white space at the beginning of seed data though? Where was it? Ah, this white space. Maybe, probably this white space. Maybe no. Because I remember there was some issue where it removed this tag and then like GL byte and these they just became like a single word because it trimmed something or whatever. Jonathan on stream did something, said someone did it. I think it was Ian. Probably it was Ian. One lives left. Probably. If I were to guess, it was this guy. He's also actually streams on Twitch. I know. Can I shout out him? Yeah, there you go. Please follow him. He actually streams relatively regularly. I'm pretty sure he streamed yesterday. He streams like either Jai or he works on like his own game, which I think is in Unity. But yeah. Was it him? Jai GUI, Jai Remedy, VS Code extension for Jai. Oh. Meta program. Was it this? Upgraded version of default meta program. Managed imports. Yeah. This is it. This is it. Allow importing files via specified path or automatically download modules hosted on GitHub. Yeah. There it is. And yeah, naturally, if you download some shit from GitHub for a language that has arbitrary code execution at compile time, you need to know what you're doing. And this is kind of the syntax, right? So name, version, where to get it from. And under the hood, I think it uses curl CURL bindings that Jai ships with and blah blah blah. So yeah, that's bad territory. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Pergy, hello. But yeah, I guess it's just to kind of confirm the point that yeah, it is not very hard to do in Jai. You can in fact do that. And Jai compiler gives you a hook to handle a failed import. So yeah, like by default, this string will kind of give you import error message, and you can rewrite it. You can just download it and rewrite it with like a proper module. And when you do this, obviously all compile time code blocks will get executed from that module. So if you download something you don't know what you're downloading, you get wrecked. It's actually an issue for literally all programming languages because npm has post-install scripts, right? So during the installation, they will get executed. And there were instances of, npm shit like stealing Bitcoin wallets, and whatever, or maybe attempting to steal. I don't know. You know what they say? No way to prevent this, says the only package manager where it happens. Anyway, so what do I do? I print stuff to string builder. Yep. And I'm pretty sure I don't even use it. Do you even use types builder at the end of the day? Uh, type string raw.types. I do. Oh, what the fuck? This is so fucking smart. Do you see what I'm doing? So I parse C code out of this XML bullshit. So I strip the C code out of XML. I insert it into a temporary H file. And then I generate Jai bindings out of it with bindings generator. This is so fucking 5000 IQ move. How did I figure it out? That's fucking wild. I always think that about compile time. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Leonte. It's, oh, compile time execution scary, but people do this all over the place. Like all over the place. CMake is Turing complete. You can do everything you want in Makefile. You can do anything you want in like fucking cargo scripts or whatever. If you just any programming involved dependency management tool has arbitrary code execution one way or the other. The only thing that tries to kind of prevent it, well, you have FreeBSD jails, right? Obviously. And you have builders like Nix package where, so the way it works in NixOS is that uh, Nix builder creates a bunch of Linux users that don't have access to your home directory. And when you build your software, Nix OS builds it from those users that don't have access to the rest of the system, right? And so if packages try to do something nasty, they don't really have access to the rest of the file system. Does it make sense? And so then you get back like build whatever it is. I mean, again, this is only like, this, that meme where an old, like a fucking security guy, like lightly taps attendance of some event, and it's like McAfee scanning your OS for viruses. It's the same shit, right? If you downloaded some malicious code, some malicious program that can execute stuff at compile time, okay, you build it in a safe manner, but it 100%, like 100% it will have malicious code at runtime as well, right? And if it went all the way as to get built on your computer, 100% you will execute it as well. So you're fucked either way. Yeah, so if malicious code got on your computer, there's pretty much no way to get to get, I don't know, get protected. What's the word? Yeah, you're fucked. You already kind of you already messed up. You can have all of this over engineered uh you know system to prevent malicious code from execution, but eventually you will run it under your user and then you're fucked. Flatpaks also don't protect it because all useful programs, they want access to your file system, so you will eventually inevitably like give it all the portals, all of the permissions, and you still get fucked. How much limitation is possible during compile time with Jai? Again, only if you launch it in a sandbox. Because at compile time, Jai has arbitrary code execution. Hearing you talk this language makes me feel so behind. I have no idea what you're saying. Hey, Alex. Yeah, feel free to ask questions, by the way. Let's add EGL. Hmm, what the fuck is this? GL previous versions. You see what it does? So it kind of, mm, if you generate something of this version, you must generate all the previous versions. So this is what it does. And I need to add like GLX version 1.4. And I need to add these to like the array like that. Like that. And here we replace semicolon with this, and we do it in a greedy manner like that. And I guess we're golden. I think we're golden, right? Well, kind of like that. Hey, Assad Ziad, hello. Doesn't Jai have simp or something for graphics? Why do you need OpenGL bindings? Hello. Yes, you're right, it has. And I'm using simp, but this OpenGL is just a backend for simp. So simp ships with its own OpenGL binding, but it's hard coded to use GLX. And I wanted to support dynamically switching between two, right? So I'm still using simp. The API I am using is simp, but yeah, it's hard coded to use one of the backends, and I want to be able to switch between them. So I have implemented an alternative backend with EGL, but I still want GLX support because some of the Linux computers are old and they don't play with EGL nice, or what is like some NVIDIA, old like NVIDIA drivers are notoriously bad about it, especially. So yeah, we kind of need both. But this is a good question. This is a very good question, as ChatGPT would usually say. But I am saying that unironically. You know, LLMs kind of ruined, phrase like "you're absolutely right" and "very good question." Now every time I say those, I feel uneasy, and that's a very uncomfortable feeling because I mean it unironically, but just knowing that LLM fakes it every like second with a lot of humans to pretend to be empathetic, kind of kind of makes me feel sad. Let's fix this callback. Anyway, now I know what this does. It just parses types into C code. And I guess I want to return. Let me check what enum. Let me do it like this. Bro, I wanted to open it here like that. Yeah. So we need a break here. Here also break. Let's return XML node walk result. Only children, only sibling. Otherwise, I guess we'll just return continue. This should be enough, right? Expected statement before this semicolon. What? If types done. Ah, yeah. Thank you. Different numbers of return 1 versus 0. What? Oh, another one. Okay. XML node walk result. If param cdata done return break. Return break. And this we don't do anything, so just return continue. GLX version. Undeclared identifier GLX version. Wait, why? Ah, because those are dotted. Those are dotted. Let's get it dotted. Oh, it worked. Compiled. Let's look if it generated something. Why is it an epic fail? I'm so confused. I guess I reused the same Emacs buffer or whatever. So protocols, GLX. It didn't produce GLX output. Did I not call it here? Yeah, I need to handle it here. So process raw OpenGL, I guess I need to implement it here as well. But I wonder if it maybe injected it into some other file. Calyx. No, it did not. Well, did it maybe put some here generated? No. What is this EGL? Ah, these are generated from. Yeah, these are generated from headers directly. Protocols, GL. Yeah, nothing. So let's read process raw and see what I did here. Hey Hocus, hello. Any chance for us plebs to get Jai compiler? Well, you need to write email to John or DM him on Twitter or something like that and ask him. That's the only reason. That's the only way to get in. So before I read it, I actually want to do a small break, like blow my nose and all that. So let me tune you some nice music while I'm gone. Ooh, shut the fuck up. Too soon. And I'll be right back. Yep. Brr. Yeah. I'll be right back. What is up, gamers? Ooh, something funky is going on. Do we leave the music or do we turn it off? I say whatever. Let it go. Let it play. As it's not rap. Ach, Karabach. Och, irtig. Yeah. So what do we even do here? If row name, else if row name. What the fuck is EGL cast hack? Does GLX has any bullshit like that that I need to handle? Oh my fucking god! No. This is so fucking unlucky. This is there's so much fucking C code. Bro, I don't know if my parser is ready. And there's also a bunch of fucking if defs. I guess stdint is whatever, right? So just yeah, just a bunch of defines for uints and crap. So this is probably fine. So all of this bullshit. Well, so this is X11 bullshit. I don't need that. This makes me depressed. Remember I said that I don't want to work with Python anymore. Maybe Python is alright after all. Well, types builder temp. So this is just basically a bunch of hacks, right? Preprocess commands. Yeah, so this is just a bunch of hacks. To print actually like valid JI and stuff like that. LLM, LLVM to translate C to other languages. Imagine LLM hallucinating LLVM IR. This is how you industrialize and automate compiler trust and trust attack. By the way, by making LLM generate LLVM IR. So and then we generate JI bindings. API from string. Right, so we need to probably, definitely need this. API from string, what else? Yeah, enums, API from string, yeah, so let's do, oh, I wonder why it never asserted. That's actually interesting. For X supported. What the fuck is supported? It's extensions. Ah, yeah. So this never asserted because we never had. Because we never had. No, look at this. It has GLX here. It's because I never tried loaded any extensions, but so I actually need to implement it. Where was it? There you go. Also API to API info. This is also kind of important So case glx for API names. What do we have? If interesting. Why do I have like for no reason two white spaces here? Starts with, so I guess JLX version. API or it with it values it index. Very brain dead code. I actually enjoy it because it's so fucking easy to read. I exactly know what happens here. Absolutely no indirections, just giant if case, my fucking favorite. I don't even need to think about what I wanted to write here a year ago. API to API info. Where do I call it? Yeah, so if not array add, array find. Starts with GL version and name not equals GL, libname libgl. Otherwise, name equals this glass1, glass2, glsc2, egl version. This also did not assert. Huh. I wonder why it never asserted. Did we not call it? Let me try to compile it. Values is not a member of string. The fuck? It's TI. TI values, not it. It's type info. Brother. So it kind of worked. I'm so smart. So you need to run it. There you fucking go. Now. Yeah, there are assertions, right? So API to API info not implemented for glx. There you fucking go. Why doesn't not assert? What the fuck? Yeah, I need to get back to streaming. To streaming. I guess I really don't want my potential employers to. Yeah, I really don't want my potential employers to watch my streams because nobody will ever fucking hire me. Also I have like temp.h that is probably ultra fucked. Type def redefinition with different struct. Let's implement. My god. Else if starts with and then else. Name glx version this. Result API name equals JLX. Result lib name equals has loader. Oh, well, it will have loader for sure. It's like, so loader for glx is glx get proc address. It's the procedure that loads other procedures. What's the library? It's probably libglx. User lib j. Yeah, libglx. Look at this. Look at this beautiful one. Lib Oh yeah, this is so good. Hell fucking yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what I kinda need at fucking midnight. While doing OpenGL janitor work. Let's run it again. Look at how slow it is. It kind of parses like tens of thousands of lines of XML and does some very inefficient code for like string concatenation and stuff. What else do we have? Assertion failed. Couldn't find requested API GLX version 1.4. Huh. Table find features enum name. Where's this features table? So it's a feature table. And where do we... Table set features. Maybe it's here? So this is like previous features. Where are the features then? So all table sets, types, enum values, commands, features. So these are features. So this is, I guess, the only one that sets features. Extensions, already printed identifiers, variable extension, available extensions. Yeah, okay. So that's the only one. API infos. So this is where we set them. And we get it from raw features. And where do you get raw features? Here. It's raw OpenGL, raw feature. API name number requires removes. Does it not have it? Yeah, there you go. Look at this. So JX version 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. JX version 1.4. Couldn't find 1.4. Huh. Do I not set it? Wait, table set. So there you go. Let's print it. Let's see. All right. Oh my god, it's gonna fucking nuke Emacs. Oh god. Oh god, oh please. Oh god, oh man. Oh god, oh man. Oh god, oh man. Oh, shit. Okay, we're done. So GL, yes. EGL, EGL. EGL. So we never add GLX here at all. Okay, so for so it must be added here to the array. Do not process the XML file at all. So parse raw OpenGL. it's supposed to get parsed here. Let's comment these out. Let's only launch it with... Huh. It's still... Huh. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Well, it's not really weird. Preprocess row OpenGL. What? There was no bubble sort. At least I haven't seen any bubble sorts. Oh shit. Fuck me, there is a bubble sort. What the fuck is Easter egg? I wrote that, by the way. Insane. Well, so it definitely writes, so temp HTML definitely gets written, for sure. But features don't get pre-processed. Now we know, Chaizol. Just so we're on the same page. Jai does have quick sort too. It also has radix sort. It also has radix sort. in its distribution. Let's maybe print. Let's just print. So we have GL, EG. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Emacs is dude. So we have GLX, we have platform header, we have types. Yeah, I think I need to run this program outside of Emacs. Something tells me that... Oh my god, look at this. Insane. Ooh. Yeah. Let's close that. Let's open it here. Protocols, GL, and actually not. No, it's not here. So generate OpenGL, and I'll just run it here. And I know it probably absolutely killed Twitch bitrate. I apologize for that. Features. Oh, there's no features. No, there are features. So there are features. So here, look at this. Here, JLX version 1.0. Oh shit. GLX version 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4. There is 1.4. What the fuck are you talking about? There you go, it is. It's really here. It's literally here. GLX version 1.4. So what do you not like, motherfucker? You asshole. As big as Dallas. No, no, no! Fuck! Close! Come. I forgot to. Did I kill it? Please. Please don't crash. Okay. Where's the print that I forgot to comment out? Yeah, there you go. There it is. Yeah. So Emacs has big troubles with long lines. That's basically the issue, because the struct that I'm printing has long lines, and Emacs just dies when it sees a long line. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, it's just bad. So this is supposed to work. Features, preprocessed feature, API, enum name to value. Oh, did I maybe? So it's from reflection module, right? Enum name to value. So let's do this. Else assert feature not found, and so feature that name. What? Incorrect number of arguments supplied to tprint. Yeah, so it's gotta be here. Like this. I still. Yeah, feature GL version. I see what happened. So I think I know what happened, but actually no. So I don't need to throw exception here, to throw assertion failure here, but also I still print something. Yeah, this I print features. I need to comment this back in GL version, so let's just print it for now. Just print it for now and see what's not found. So bunch of features not found, oops. But it doesn't say anything about GLX. It's like so weird. Are J users allowed to code in other editors, or is it part of NDA to use Emacs? No. You can find Jai users coding in editors of all colors and you know, attitudes. Jai is a very inclusive and community and safe for all text editors. Shit. So, hey Buzzer, hello, hello. So what? And it doesn't even complain, right? That EGL something something is not found, which is really weird. So let's check the adding part. So here, where we add features. No. So when we add a feature, right? So registry name equals feature. And this is inside of which? This is inside of parse. Yeah, so this is when we just parse it. Bunch of asserts, registry item. So let me do. Maybe let me just generate. So without this, let me maybe only generate GLX, and that's it. Like only GLX. Like no extensions, like fuck extensions. Let's just call it. So we don't generate stuff we don't need. We still parse everything, but we just don't generate. Maybe let's not even process these two. There you go. Just so we, you know, kind of simplify debugging. And I guess this is where we start to debug stuff. So let's maybe open it in Visual Studio Code. By the way, speaking of editors, let me open it. Try on Linux, select. Don't save. Let's move it here. And parse. Wayland? No, this is the wrong one. Yeah, parse raw OpenGL. Hey tool, what is up? So let's do this. And so what do we launch here? Parse generate OpenGL. It's not even examples, just here. Generate OpenGL. I think that should be enough. Yep, there you go. So XML raw string, raw XML string, XML version, copyright Chronos, blah blah blah, gl.xml. This is not the same file that I need. So raw is EGL platform. This is the wrong one, and this, yeah, this is GLX. This is the one we need. Just busting. Congratulations. See, we. The fuck? This is a callback code. No. This is all good. We got the document. We got the registry. We got registry item, which is comment, sure. So we skip the motherfucker. Now registry item is comment. Again, skip this motherfucker. Now registry item is types. There you go. We go depth first. Type string. So we cut the string. Blah 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 blah. Type def. Epic. So raw types equals type string. No. So we have raw features is 0. Look at this. Bust the move. Next, what do we have? Registry item is, so it's like another comment or what? Enums. So enums. Raw enum attribute. So we just parse. Let me. What's that? So yeah, this is for enums commands. Where are features? Yeah, let's go here. Boom. Feature. Raw feature. So registry items attributes. We have 3 attributes. API name, API value, GLX, version 1.0.1. What? Where are others? What the fuck? Where is other versions? Why did it parse only? Huh. Yo, Connor. Hello, hello. So we don't have. So let's go here. Boom. No, raw feature. Yeah, GLX 1.0. That has some like a bunch of enums required. Next, we have another feature. (1.1). Boom. 1.1. 1.2. Let me put breakpoint here. So do we have more? All right, 1.3. We actually have it. JLX version 1.3. Sure. 1.4. And now raw features. Let's do raw. It's a pointer. Features. We have 4, array of 4. And the last feature is. Yeah. So we array add, and now it's 5 of them. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, from 1.0 to 1.4, that has few stuff, but JLX version 1.4. So we have all of that. Fuck you. What do you think about functions that do not encapsulate recurrent code, but instead only exist for readability or ergonomics, early returns, rather than deeply nested if-else chains? What do you think about functions that do not encapsulate recurrent code, but instead only exist for readability or ergonomics? So I understand what it means, but what it has to do with early returns? So, if because you might prefer writing a piece of code with early returns rather than writing it as deeply nested. And then you'd need a function for that. So you mean a function that would only determine whether we early return or not? Is this what you mean? I mean, I guess I can answer that regardless. So I personally am okay with early returns. I know some people don't like early returns. Or for example, if else, like if conditions at the start of the function, because you know it makes like performance unpredictable. I think optimizing for that is kind of whatever, because if a condition at the start of the function is something that happens once in like a blue moon, you know, for example, if initted like return this kind of early return, then I think it's fine, because then you only go inside of if once and then you never go there, and then like branch predictor will probably be very good about speculative execution there. But sometimes I'm not a big fan of early returns, because like you read a function top to bottom and then bam, return. And then you start thinking, oh, you know, in which case you go here, blah blah blah. So I guess the way I think about it is on case by case basis. I don't have like a rule that, you know, oh, prefer early return always because it makes less indentation, or the opposite, never do early returns because it might make flow of execution confusing. I just kind of YOLO it based on vibes. I'm vibe early returning. Why not using write-dbg instead of VS Code for debugging? Because write debugger doesn't work on Linux yet. That's why. I know you can run the UI on Linux now. So now it's at the point where you can kind of run it on Linux, but it still doesn't work there. It's not like yet fully ported. But as soon as write debugger is, you know, has even like a whiff of working, I'm fucking switching to it. Anyway, so I have all the features here. Yeah, so this is actually, we can collapse all of that because callback now has user data. So I can rewrite this now. Let's guess pre-process then. Let's put here another debugger. So return true. Now we got to pre-process. And so raw still has GLX version 1.4. Nice. So types. So this shit will... Yeah, so this shit temp.h. I can actually open it here on the site. It's all like bad because it redefines type defs a bunch. Has a bunch of undefined identifiers, so it's because these ones, these are coming from libx11, so maybe I need to include libx11. And Boolean display, I think display is like a fucking macro. Yeah. Why? These are not even used. Really. Linux is, yeah, I mean, they are working on it, right? Okay. I hate watching this. Oh, I mean, what I was answering Buzzer is that I don't have this strict rule when I want to do early returns or where I do deeply nested if statements. It's kind of case by case basis. It depends. Sometimes early returns fine, sometimes I don't like them. Whoops. So this is bindings generator, so this will not be success. So since this failed, then when we, I see, okay, so we never pre-process types, right? So we never pre-processed features, which means we fail here in generator. This makes a lot of sense now. I guess I never checked that. I never checked this. Yeah, I never check return success here. The question is, do I care? Do I like try to fix this first? Or do I try to see if, you know, kind of everything else gets correctly generated? Maybe this whole ordeal with bindings generator that processes C code, maybe I don't even, not that I don't need it, but I don't really, maybe I don't really want to do it. Maybe I can just hard code this, because those C headers, I don't think they ever change. So type def redefinition, struct versus struct, clobber event. Where's the clobber event? Yeah, so this is one clobber event, this is another one. No, there's one clobber event. Wait, why is it redefinition? By the way, why did you get an ad? I'm pretty sure I disabled ads. Yeah, so I have this thing enabled on my stream. Like, I have this thing enabled on my stream, which is like politics and sensitive social issues, right? And I saw on my Twitch dashboard, I basically get like 0 ad revenue. So how the fuck did you even get an ad in the first place? Like, this thing, it effectively disables all ads on the stream. I have no fucking idea how did you manage to get one. Who even runs their ads on politics and sensitive social issue streams? Did you get an ad for fucking Anduril or Palantir? You should enable ads. I would watch ads for you. Nah, man. I fucking hate ads myself, so I specifically turned on this badge so people can watch me without ads. Yeah, so, and also if you know somebody still gets ads, they can always watch on YouTube, because my YouTube is unmonetized, and I think YouTube doesn't run ads on live streams like at all. But yeah, the reason why I don't run ads on Twitch, well, first, because I don't get that many viewers, right? Like, when I do programming, it's like what, like 30, 35, like 40 viewers, like tops. And the amount of ad revenue you get from from 40 viewers or 30 viewers on Twitch is like $30 a month. Man, like, come on. Do I really want to put people through... Can you imagine, you put like 40 people through like 3 minutes of ads per hour, which is... So it's over 100 minutes of time wasted an hour. like of human. It's almost 2 hours of human time wasted per hour for $30 a month. Fuck no. I don't want to do that. That's bullshit. Hey Paladine, hello. No. So no, I don't like, if people want, they can sub, like whatever, donate. But like I don't depend on stream or YouTube revenue, right? I have like a full-time job that pays pretty well, so these streams are kind of just a fun thing I do on the side. So I don't want to, like, I don't want people to go here and like watch ads so I get like 20 extra bucks a month. Like, fuck no. Just not worth it. If I would have gotten like 1,000 viewers concurrent, then yeah, at this point it's pretty stupid not to run ads, because now you will get like $1,000 a month, right, from ads. At which point it's just like, this would be like a sizable piece. You know what I mean? But I heard what you said about early returns, but do you ever write functions that just for readability's sake? I prefer not to, right? So more often than not, I don't write functions just for readability's sake. Unless the functionality just gets too big. Sometimes I will get like a big chunk of code and I would extract it. Should only write a function when you have code that repeats. No, I am not dogmatic like that. Like, as a rule of thumb, I write a function, I extract a function when code repeats, only repeats, but I do have a single purpose functions. But for example, I would never do something like, if I write stuff like if like foo not equals bar, right? If I write this 3 times, I'm not gonna extract it like is like not like bar, and then like I would never do this. But at the same time, sometimes I do stuff like I do stuff like this. Look at this. You see, wait for events, and it actually just calls. So in this case, all this function does, it encapsulates the fact that you call wait for events through a level of indirection. Because main display is like a global that kind of a user of the library doesn't really need to know about. You see? So I would do this. And same for like translate key code. So it just like will dereference some pointer and do it like that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Titile. Do I use it? I actually don't. I actually never use it. Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah. So I never used it directly, right? So I use it again, like here. Nice one. Thank you. Yeah, so I would use this. Because the user just want get mouse pointer position for a window. Like, the user doesn't want to get like a window that base or figure out that, oh, there's actually a union under the hood that gives a specific like platform layer that calls a function pointer. No. In this case, this makes sense. So this just like wraps internal API, kind of. You can still do this, but you don't have to. Yeah, I'll probably check directly. I'll probably just check directly, yeah. A thing which has a type field and constantly check whether type is either A, B, C, F. Yeah, so you mean helpers like is A, right? Or like is B. Like this, right? Yeah, this kind of helper I almost never do. Almost never do. Why does complain about redefinition? Yeah, so these kind of small helpers I prefer not to do. Why does it complain type def redefinition with different types? Ah, wait, different types. JLX buffer clubber event, JLX P, JLX P, JXP buffer clubber. Why does it? Why does it say that this is a redefinition? No, don't worry about destructing. If you're only checking that it has a particular value, then I agree it doesn't make sense to have helper. But if you're constantly checking if a field's value is equal to at least one of many possibilities, I see. Do you not think it would make sense in this case to have a helper for this? Well, I don't have a strict rule, right? So at some point, I might get annoyed to type the same thing over and over again, and then I would extract a helper. So for me, it's mostly. So for me, it's mostly this, right? Semantic compression. This is how I kind of do it. I would like write the same code over and over again until I get tired of it, and then I'll just extract it. Again, I guess it's like purely vibes. By the way, Semantic Compression by Casey Muratori. I read it like every year. Maybe I need to like do, you know, like a Primogen style YouTube video where I just like read this article out loud and say fucking true after every paragraph. Then I can be like Asmongold of programming. How did you get access to Jai? No, I didn't actually pay. I got invited to the beta by one of the people who works on the compiler itself. So I didn't get invited directly from John. I got in through the back door. You can probably call me a diversity hire. uh, you should just make a video explaining what semantic compression is. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should. Right, because semantic compression is not like solid principles, right? It doesn't have this like marketing name behind it. So yeah. I think I know. I think I know the issue. Guys, you see we add platform header. Compilers usually don't inline code too aggressively, actually. I literally remember an episode of Handmade Hero. Like, I remember it, where Casey was translating a rectangle code, like software rendered rectangle, from Scalar code to SIMD. And he got like some vector math code. It was literally like a function that was like 5 lines of code. Or maybe 2 lines of code. It just did some basic fucking math on vectors. It was maybe like a dot product, maybe it was just like summing 2 vectors, I forgot. It was very basic vector math. And he would like, okay, we need to like SIMdize this code, so I will extract it into the procedure just so we can manipulate it. And he took these like 2 lines of code and put it from the function. I think this function even had inline on it. Maybe not, but it doesn't matter. And he put it into the main like rendering loop. He pressed the compile button and the procedure got like fucking 2 times faster because this function was getting called in a loop. So just from inlining it manually, he got like a huge fucking speed bump. And it was such a small function that you would think that compiler should inline it itself, but no. He inlined those 2 lines of code, which led compiler to do, you know, like kind of further optimizations. So I wouldn't expect compiler to magically inline shit for me. What about long if statements? Like, imagine you have lots of parenthesized clauses and so on. Do you allow the line to be as long as it needs to be, or do you break it somehow? Again, it depends, right? So let's check some if statements here. If not okay, if not success, something. Oh, this one kind of short. So I guess in this particular project, ifs are all pretty short. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Look at this. If API or X disabled or table contains X name. So in this case, I won't bother extracting. If it's like 200 symbols long, I will split it into multiple lines. And if at some point I realize that, yeah, this is kind of tough to understand what this condition is doing, I could probably extract it into a variable. Yes, stuff like this, I just don't bother with, right? So again, if starts with or decal name, no point into doing anything about it. There's no reason to, right? So long if statements, first I would break it into multiple lines. Then if it's like annoying to read, I would extract it into a variable. So why I think it fails? I think it fails because we add in platform header, which is platform header, platform header, which is glx.h. And I think this header probably defines this struct, pbuffer clubber event. Uh, there you fucking go. Yes, it defines it, and our temp header tries to redefine it. So I think maybe we shouldn't try to handle it as at all. So it has glx event as well. Look at this. Does it have like swap complete? It has swap complete as well. Does have clubber event. It doesn't have this one, huh? If only there was a way. So it's all redefinitions, right? All redefinitions. This has some glx mangle. Oh, and this header doesn't even fucking exist. So, but it doesn't have all of the fields. Ooh. It doesn't have all of them. glx ext. Do we have this? Oh, we have this one. Nice. So it has type def for xid. So it has this one. It has this one. Maybe we don't include platform header. Hmm. What do we think about it? glx get, yeah, I think this one I get from XML. Oh, so do we have these one? Like stereo notify? Yeah, we have them here in the extensions. Maybe we have this one as well. Yeah. So we have this one in extension headers. Fuck. Like to know how good programmers like yourself. I wouldn't call myself that good of a programmer, to be honest. Like I have a lot of experience with certain types of problems that like a lot of good programmers wouldn't even call a real problems. You know? What I'm trying to say is that I'm a web programmer by day. So I'm probably like a good web programmer, but you know, when it comes to this kind of situations, when it comes to native programming, I am a fucking like dumbass. Or at the very best, I'm like super mid. Like objectively speaking, I'm either like bad or like super mid if when it comes to native programming. But yeah, when it comes to like enterprise web, like web scale like stuff, microservices, AWS, like a fucking JavaScript, Python bullshit, then yeah, I'm super mega advanced, like senior, like $100 an hour kind of guy, for sure. Have you considered having a job working low level programming? I actually did, and I still do. I kind of still cherish the idea that I will stop doing web, or maybe I don't stop doing web, but instead of just doing the high level web, I do something more low level systems, stuff. But the issue here is that the current work I do pays really well. Like I have a pretty good I have a pretty good financial situation going on, and I could nerf my expectations and try to apply to some kind of junior position, more junior position or like mid position, that you do with some kind of oversight. But at the moment, I kind of rely on the money. So I don't really. So in better days, I would just say, fuck it, let's go, let's nerf my salary to X, because even nerfing my salary to X, it will not affect my family lifestyle by that much. But it would let me do stuff that I'm actually interested in, right? Um, but I just can't do it now. At the moment, I really need all the money I'm making. I'm doing some 3D graphic stuff and feel like, yeah. Wait, why? What the fuck did you retract? Message retracted. Can I still see the message? I can't see the message that you retracted, motherfucker. Put it back. You need to do casual talk in stream or Q&A stream. There's a lot of questions from the community. I mean, you can just ask questions during normal stream. It's fine, right? I'm student and can't really find such jobs on LinkedIn. Yeah, you don't find such jobs on LinkedIn. The way you find it is you go on Twitter, put on anime profile picture, and just start spamming like 70,000 times a day about how you do CMD optimizations, and you just quote with everybody that posts like a Python snippet and just call them a retard. And then one of two things happen. Scenario number one, everybody blocks you like a fucking clown, and you go back to the mines. And scenario two, maybe you get a job, the one you want. That's the only way I know how to do it. Yeah, retweet of FMPEG, very important. Yeah. Yeah. X is LinkedIn for real devs. It kind of is, right? Yeah, a lot of people find job on Twitter these days, like a lot. And I even I'm like not big on Twitter. I'm kind of small Twitter account, but I still periodically get DMs, with like job opportunities from Twitter, which is like, yeah, that's kind of weird. There's a lot of like porn and crypto scam bots that DMing you every day, but sometimes there are legitimate messages. So you never know. Also, having a GitHub profile unironically helps. For example, my current like job that I have they found me from my GitHub profile. Like those special links and pics. Yeah. So what I think actually, I think that maybe I will just skip this for now. And maybe not for now, maybe just, you know, maybe all together even. Because um it actually has everything. So I think that maybe I will just scrape platform header, generate the platform header, and don't do this. So it's either that or I don't include the platform header. Let me actually don't do the platform header. Let me actually comment this out and then only do so if raw Let me do this. What's gonna happen if I do that? See, at least now I know what happens, right? So we don't correctly generate bindings from part C code because platform header has the same definitions, and we barf. So we either don't generate this temp.h file, or we don't include the platform header. First, let's try not to include the platform header. What's gonna happen? Unknown type name exceed. So this is why I actually add platform header. But look at this. You know what it complains about? It actually only complains about X11 types. Huh. And X11 types I can actually include by doing user include X11, fuck the type, yeah, xlib. So it has these, so exceed, does it not have it? X11x.h, is it here? Yeah, type define xid, yeah, there you go. Yeah, card32. And card32 is just int32. So we can do this and display bool. So let's actually try to do, what if I set xlib as a platform header? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? We'll just work. Fuck me. It tries to generate bindings like for. Oh my god. It like tried to generate the entire fucking X11 bindings. Generate. What the protocols GL. Look at this. We have glx.jai, but it has entire fucking X11 bindings. So look at this. We actually have glx. Look at that. There you go. Let's fucking go. That's W. But on top of that, on top of that, we have entire X11 API. Fuck. Front end, back end, or full stack. I work at a full stack. Like I do all the stack on the web. Yeah. Well, sometimes I do more of one and less of the other. Sometimes I do more of the other and less of one, and it kind of depends on the situation, kind of what the business needs. So it's always kind of in flux. At the moment, I would say I do like 60-40, like front end to back end, with like sprinkles of infrastructural stuff on top, like a little of AWS, like just a little bit here and there. But yeah, so what do we do with that? So we generated bindings. Like, here's like a fucking GLX. There it is. Look at this. Everything. All we need. Modest abuse of tag mechanism. Oh my god, look at that. This is actually broken Jai code. So I need to I need to strip the quotes and I actually know how to do it. GT. So I need to do something like this. When I parse enums, same shit. Where do you do it? Raw command param. Yeah. Well, anyway, and we have all the structs, all the structs, all the structs. So there you go. But so do I maybe have? So I know like two ways how to fix it. First one is that I create my own platform header with basically this shit. And the second one is that I don't do temp that. If I don't do temp.h, then I will bring a bunch of other bullshit that I don't know. Let's actually do this. So let's do bool. Let's create our own platform header. I need to vendor those headers anyway. I think it's a good idea. Because you don't really want to ship something that depends on, system provided headers. You want a functionality of your program to be as consistent as possible, which basically means you need to vendor as much as possible. Like all good, like especially game developers. Game developers will fucking scream at you if they see something like that. This is why when you get a game distribution, they always have like runtime libraries fucking packaged together with the game, because god forbid you have a different version on your computer, then the game would not fucking work. You will get a Steam refund and then you will get ridiculed in review section, and it's just bad. But open source software actually does this a lot. When you like go to readme page of some open source project, and it will tell you you need to install like libfuck, libshit, and like cuck. And it doesn't specify what versions, what revisions, with what patches, and you just kind of install latest versions and pray that it works. And sometimes it doesn't. And then you like, oh my god, this version doesn't work. Oh, it's actually like libcuck version 1.0 with like symbols version like 10, and readme doesn't say it, so you go like try to fetch needed version, but then oh, this version actually requires Python 2, not Python 3. Now you need to compile Python 3 from scratch. And this is kind of Linux experience for you. Regular Linux experience. Right? Sometimes a distro would package it for you in a compatible way, and then you get lucky. If you use NixOS, then probably also somebody has like a Nix Flake for it. But it's still kind of an issue. So when you want to ship software to the people, you usually really want to vendor shit. This is my long-winded way to... I'm gonna create my own header. Let's just straight up create it. JLX platform.h. And right, so bool. So define this crap. Just put it here. What else? I think we need xid seed. It's not here. It's like it's in here. So seed. Yeah, type def unsigned long. So unsigned long is U32. So like that. What else do we need? Yeah, we need this. Window, drawable, font, casing. Where's display? Display is not here. Is it here? X display. Type def struct X display. And then it's kind of like an opaque struct. Maybe I just keep it opaque, by the way. So bottom header, let's just do dot slash. Actually, it's gonna be a path join and file path glx platform.h, and then I'll just do glx platform file, and we'll do this. Yeah, semicolon. Let's check. Shy on Linux glx platform. Wait, this is the wrong file path. Yes, so it's protocols GL, so like that, right? Yeah, so unknown type display int64t display. Well, int64t, this is kind of weird that it's unknown. So at least this one, like stdint.h, should kinda get declared by bindings generator. Unsigned long is u64, is it? Oh, you know why? You know why I thought it's 32-bit? Hey, Buzzer, so are you front-end or back-end wizard or both? Well, I'm doing both. You know why? Because, wait, let me let me show you. Uh, this is why. And if you think that AI, if you think that AI hallucinates, D word, 32-bit unsigned integer, type def unsigned long D word. So on Windows, unsigned long is 32-bit unsigned integer. No. They literally have this. They literally type def D word from unsigned long. Yes. Yes, exactly, Leonte. And today I was actually thinking about Win32 API because somebody on the Discord server asked about C++ calling conventions, like pod types. You know, when a function returns like a struct with a constructor. And I was like reading about it a little bit, and I guess Win32 stuck in my head, and that's why when I saw unsigned long, I instantly thought about 32-bit integers. And so if you want 64-bit int on Windows, you need like unsigned long, I think. Like I think you need long. No? Is it? Ah, no, it's not there. 64 bit. So it's D word long. Does it not have long long here at all? Yeah, so I guess it has this. Ah, well, here it has like long long together. But I mean, probably long long will work too. Yeah, it's not explicitly here, but it will absolutely work because I mean long long is in C standard, so it probably should work. But yeah, to my excuse, you're right. Yes, you're right. It is 64-bit on Linux. I was just mentally in Win32 minds today, so I guess I got bamboozled. Uh, please, potential employers, I have my excuses. But yeah. So what you did not like this time? Again, a display int 64T. Um, why does binding? So I can just include define, right? Absolutely. But why does it not do it? Why does it not do it itself? Type def prefixes to unwrap. Oh, probably because of because these ones. Because you probably want, yeah, you probably want. Oh my god, why is it? What the fuck is happening here? Why does Emacs? Emacs? Hello? Are you okay? That's so fucking weird. Huh. Wait a second, let me. I think I know why. Yep, and now. Yeah, look at this, now it's fine. You know why? So I had this instance of Emacs running for the entire day. And today I actually, so why it was highlighted all as a string? Because of this. Because of this. So here's string here. So here's like here string is wrapped in a string builder. And the Jai Emacs mode used to think that this is a part of the end tag and it would highlight everything that's below it as a string. And actually today I updated Jai mode for Emacs to handle that. The fuck is it? Yeah, there you go. So I actually updated it to handle it like today. So you see like 5 hours ago, improve here string match. Specifically because I was watching at this exact code. But I guess I never restarted this particular Emacs instance, so it was still buggy, but now we're fine. Very timely update, by the way. Anyway, type depths to unwrap. So by default, this is what it has. And probably when I add once myself, I guess we get fucked. Right? Shoot unwrap type def. But where is it? Why does it not call it? For prefix, blah blah blah. Begins with should. I wonder why it doesn't do it. Is there JLSP? There is, yes, there is. In the EGL bindings, I do, but I generate them separately, and I actually include the platform header for EGL. Right, so I just use a system one, and it doesn't have duplicated files, so I never like encountered kind of this issue before. I probably should. I agree, but this one just, it doesn't have same issues. I mean, it includes x.h as well. And it also has, oh wait, yeah, this is the wrong header. This is the one, yeah. Yeah, it probably like it probably has them here. You see, it uses ints through Chronos. That's why it works. And it includes std int directly. Well, I guess I can do this, right? I can probably where is it? I think including, I think that's fine to do, probably. To include like libc headers. Compile, generate, OpenGL, permission D, what? Are you, yeah. So unknown type display, nice. And the display should be, it's like X display or something like that. X.h, it's not here. So x.h, no? Okay, so it's an xlib.h and x.h is here. Actually, display maybe here. So it's like type def, no? Yeah, there you go. So we have x display forward declaration. Wow, yeah. Struct. Yeah, so we have this type def. Struct x display. Let's probably do it like here. And then we also need to x display itself, and x display, it's like just this, I guess. Do I actually have a choice here. So what I can do, x display actually has like an internal here. It has an internal structure in xlib, which you can expose if you want. Technically, it's like an implementation detail. Let's leave it opaque. Okay, let's leave it opaque. We can do like the funniest thing ever. And now it works. Easy clap. So not found. Let me delete this. Yeah, feature not found because we are not generating. And now if I run, this should be like, oh shit, it works. GLX that giant. There we go. So we have these for GLX, and because we You know what we can do? So here's JLX. Bind is generated. Big success. Woohoo. Is it good? It has rough edges for sure. But it is okay. Like it is pretty decent. I guess I don't use it because grabbing J code is pretty fine, but I can enable it. Look at this. Iglot. Yeah, so here I enabled JLX. Oh, JLX. LSP. Now I can like go to definition. Wow, look at this. Right, so hey. Yeah. Oh, but if I go to string builder also, I can go to string builder because its definition is in like chai distribution, and by default LSP doesn't go because it's kind of considered kind of like a node modules or stuff. So it's like a design decision, which I don't really agree with, but oh well. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it works. It works, right? Also, like igloo symbol. Yeah, so you can also go to symbols. So yeah, so here we can just yeah find symbols and stuff. So it kind of works, but not really using it. Is it Emacs? No, no, LSP is not Emacs only. Emacs just has LSP client like any other text editors. The LSP itself called JLS. I'm actually using pretty old version. Like mine is rather outdated. But if you're interested, here's Emacs. Emacs, sorry. Here's JLSP. Yeah. Actually, there. I'm pretty sure it was updated more recently than 2 weeks ago. Like I'm relatively confident. Hmm. Maybe it's done in some like other branch. I don't know. Maybe not. Or maybe it was 2 weeks ago and I just got into, like a time how do you call like in a time loop. I got stuck in time. No, 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 you don't look at releases. You kind of sort of supposed to build it from source. Although it's weird that see if I go to definition on table, I kind of go to hash table module directly. But if I go to string builder, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because maybe it doesn't go to basic modules. Maybe it doesn't go to basic. But it does go to log error. And here, like down below, it kind of offers me both of the overrides. Yeah, that's actually weird. That doesn't go to string builder, right? So it's a string builder, but if I try to go to definition to string builder, it doesn't work. Maybe because string builder gets loaded into basic module, maybe not, but yeah. So you can see it's like it's not like 100% there, but it is still pretty fucking powerful, right? I can go to XML module and stuff like that, and it just works. It's also pretty fast. Hey, DFX no. I've tweaked kernel many times, but I can't even do something as simple as GL binding. It's not hard to do. It's just very fucking tedious. Um, actually like the idea about having a common platform layer. Yeah, so let me actually make it a to-do item. Oh, look at this. I actually have it. So instead of doing this, I'll just yeah. I'll just do this. Thank you for the phrasing. Right, so we have GLX. Let me re-enable. Uh, let me remove this and let me re-enable these two. Let me re-enable that. Let me delete this. Let me just run it and see if it still works. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it still works. Um, so our module now loads GLX. It does GLX procs, and it even loads them. Well, this is kind of bullshit. So the entire loader module is crap. I need to rewrite that. I don't want to load everything. You should. So this kind of GL load is dog shit. You want to give it like what to load, right? And maybe like GL API or something. So yeah, I want to reload like EGL and like EGL desktop, and it just does what you want. So maybe we will work on it the next time. Uh, yeah. This loader module, it needs to get rewritten. Now it's really like hard coded to do EGL only and stuff, but there's like a big W that we had today, don't you think? We literally now have we have JLX.jai. Look at that. Look at that. Where's JLX load proc address? Yeah, we don't load any extensions, so. Do you see that? So before 1.4, there was no JLX get proc address. That's actually kind of ridiculous. That before this, they didn't have this kind of unified way of loading procedure headers for JLX. I guess libglx was just giving it statically or what, or did people just raw dog DLSim? I wonder. Uh, do I have Swizzlink and array programming or equivalent like in Odin language? It's not provided from the language as a language feature. No, no. Jai has SOA module. Yeah, modules SOA. And this is like an experimental module, but basically what it does, it converts array of structs into struct of array through a macro. So you give the type and the count, and it kind of, yeah, so this is what you go, like vector 4 and it will like convert vector 4 into like a struct of, like n x, right? Like n y's and like n z's, whatnot. So it will convert, like x, y, z. Uh, it will convert this to this at compile time, right? So it's a user space module. It's not provided by the language. Also not sure if it works because it's like experimental and it was done kind of just to test meta programming by John like 5 years ago. I'm pretty sure nobody even uses it. Well, it's hard to say, right? Because there's like almost 1,500 people in beta, so maybe somebody does use it but I really don't know. But to directly answer your question, there's nothing like that at the language level. Then you got into your X account, easy clap. Well, now you even have anime profile already. Yeah, yeah. So now all you need to do is just like quote tweet everybody, like call them retards. As I said, post a lot of a CMD code, and you'll get employed in no time by some like coke fucking snorting manager that doom scrolls Twitter every day. Yes, YouTube doesn't allow. Unfortunately, you get nuked if you post URL, and even though I'm a channel like overlord, I don't even get to see it. So I don't even get to decide if I nuke your link or not. They're just straight up banned. Seeing poops on your skin, I don't know if I want to learn to OpenGL bindings. Yeah, I mean, if you want to learn OpenGL API, you can probably do it. You don't need to generate bindings yourself, by the way. There are a lot of pre-generated bindings for like C and C++. I noticed single line if statements are very common in Jai. What do you think about common wisdom? Single line if statements are bad. I think as a general, I think as a general rule, they are bad. Sometimes I would still write single line if, but as a general rule of thumb, I don't like them. With that said, you can sometimes see me doing it. Well, if I just scroll my code, I won't really find them, but I bet you sometimes I do. If conditions are not required, yes, not required if they're like single line. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I'm not a big fan, but I don't like cringe when I see it, you know what I mean? I guess, you ask so many questions about code style, and apparently I just don't have any rules. I just wipe code, wipe coding without LLM in 2025. Be like, yeah. OG 2012 account banned. That's unlike what? Well, YouTube doesn't really ban if you post link in the Twitch chat, but it just nukes the link itself. For info members. So, yeah. So info members is an array of type info struct. So it's kind of each field of the struct, and star means iterate them by pointers. So it in this case is gonna be a pointer to a struct member. That's what it would be. Oh yeah, Jai. I mean, Jai has very strong meta programming, right? So if you go to preload, Jai literally has runtime type information about every type in the language. So you have even for procedures, right? So for each procedure, you have argument types, you have return types, flags. Same for struct, right? So you can get type info of any struct, of all of its members and stuff like that. So I hear, so when I load procedures, right? So this is how I do it. I get all the members of the struct, and in my case, JLX. So this struct. So procedures are wrapped, procedure pointers wrapped into struct. I iterate over all of them, and I just get their name, I see if it's a pointer, blah blah blah. Then I just where the fuck is it? Brr. Yeah, you call DLC on the name of the member, and you kind of smash the return into the pointer itself. Yeah. And all of that is given to you in user space. You have all of the type definitions here, right? So you can look at them and stuff like that. So pretty cool. You have family video. Yeah, that's unlucky, unlucky. And these days it's even worse. YouTube just bans people back and forth. Single line assignments that assign to a variable. Well, Jai has f expression here, so you can have stuff like this. fx name, the name, else type name, and then you assign it to here. But it's a special type of x, right? So if this is if that returns, well, expression. So it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like ternary. It's kind of like this. You don't have else, but you still assign. Yeah, you can actually do this. You can do this just fine. It's also loud. Yeah. And if it's I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. So if not name, you will just get empty string here. Yeah. So I think I'm done for today. I'm actually pretty pleasantly surprised that we managed to successfully generate JLX bindings and that I didn't need to fix that much code. I might update callbacks to to modern to like new JXML version that supports user data and proper context, so I don't have to have like a like globals that track state of the callback. So I might do user data, which is pretty cool. So let me commit that JLX the J and JLX platform H. And next time I want to probably port, like get a module loader, proper module loader that loads OpenGL API conditionally at runtime. And then we will migrate XCB EGL, like running, rotating quad example to GLX. And after that, we will port, not port, we will copy the GLX back into Hitboxer so that it can be chosen at runtime if EGL fails for some reason. So let's commit GLX bindings. Also, I really need to extract OpenGL generator from Giant Linux. Yeah, and Giant Linux, by the way, is Giant Linux is publicly available on GitHub, right? So if you do Giant Linux, you can grab it here. Yeah, there's like a bunch of cool stuff here. With that said, that was a good stream. We took some pretty big W's, and I think we probably want to find someone to raid. How about that? Let's find someone to raid. I know, for some reason I like used to hide this when I tried to find someone to raid, but why would I? It's not like I fucking care about people knowing who I follow or anything like that. So let's go to software and game development. And who is here? Maybe doing something. Oh, look at him. It's me. To win stick code zombies. Anybody doing something systems level? The other time we rated a guy who was like doing C++ engine with 0 viewers. I think that was pretty cool. Maybe we can find somebody. Oh, C++ cross-platform game engine stream. Let's go. Oh yeah, I've rated him as well once.
AI stuff? I have no idea what this is. What art?
He's like 6 hours into the stream. He's like 6 hours into the stream. Okay, let's remember. Let's remember him. So maybe he's like too cooked, to keep streaming. This is also a pretty cool guy, but he only streams in Russian. ASMR, React. What's that? Development. What are we developing? Oh? Vibe coder. iOS. Okay, he's vibe coding. Well. Well, that's the only. I guess this is the only real target. Yeah. So, well, let's rate him. Maybe he's doing more programming. Maybe he's cooked. We'll never know. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll probably see you all tomorrow. If you're on YouTube, feel free to hop on Twitch for the raid. If you're on Twitch, stay for the raid. Be nice to the Mr. Streamer. And I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day, good night, good whatever you are. See you next time. Bye bye.